Alright guys, so this video we're going to talk about my clipper sleds, and I have, let's see here, I have 9 that we're going to look at, and most people call them clippers. Clippers were sleds that were mostly marketed to boys, but there were also some that were marketed to girls, as opposed to the cutters, which look more like sleighs. These guys were low to the ground and kind of built for speed, and you would go down them head first. So they call them clippers. And I've also seen them advertised as coasters, but in the sled community we usually refer to these guys as clippers. So we're going to start here with these 5, and these I believe were made by Paris, I'm fairly certain. Here we have a Snow King. And yes, it is in rough shape. I do plan on restoring these guys in retirement. So we know that the Snow King is a Paris because it has, the runners are looped around at the front and bolted to the wooden part of the runner. This one here has had some work on it. You see it has some rivets on the side here. You can see that there was some work that was done on it there. And also we know it's a Paris because of just the stenciling on the side. It has a very similar motif, and this one I believe is the oldest one of the bunch. And then if we go to this one does not have any stenciling on the side, but it has the same sort of curvature on the runners with the metal, and that is almost exactly like this one here. And this one here has similar stenciling right there. You could tell right there. That stenciling is just like this stenciling right here. And here we have this Major Del Mar. The sides are painted red, but again it has a similar sort of stenciling as we see in this one. So we know that those are Paris. In Paris, both the cutters and the clippers, they had, most of the time, they had this sort of banner at the top and at the bottom of a lot of their sleds, so you can tell there. And this one does not have it. Well, this Snow King does not have it. So that's why I think it's much older. And then lastly, we have this clipper right here. It has a horse on it. It has the banner. It has the rings on the runner. And it also has Paris Manufacturing Company on the side. Now, this one here has a stamp on the back, Paris Manufacturing Company. It also has the kids' initials. But not all Parises have the stamp. So just to let you know. But the biggest telltale sign is that banner right there and the motifs on the side. That's how you can tell. So next up we have these sleds here, which I believe are Maynard Miller. If you look in Jones' book, there's only one type of sled that had wooden handles on the side like this, and that's why I believe it's Maynard Miller. I have seen similar horses like that on Paris sleds, but this one's just a little bit different. It's white, it has a different type of snout, it has a feather coming off from its cap, so that's why I believe that this is not Paris. And if you look on the side, this does not have a ring to it. It is straight coming down this way. So we know that that is not Paris. It does not curve up. It does not have a ring. And it is a very straight cutter. It has two rivets or screws here at the top. And this one only has one, but it also has a ring. And in the advertisements on Maynard Miller, you can see this ring. And I just think this is Maynard Miller because I don't think it's going to be Whittington, because Whittington would have had some handles on the side of it, and Whittington would have had a different design on the side. They would have had stripes. So I'm fairly certain this is Maynard Miller, these two guys. And next up here we've got 2 other mystery sleds. This one here was found locally. It was part of a lot that I bought, and it kind of reminds me of Pratt in the way that the pinstriping goes down the side and curls up. I mean, if you looked at some of my other cutter sled videos or some of the cutter sleds that are in Jones' book, you can see that type of long pinstriping coming down off of the sides, and that's reminiscent of Pratt. No sleds in her book have this sort of double pointed deck here. You can see there's 3 concave circles and 2 points, or 4 points, 2 in the middle. And I cannot find any sleds in her book that have that. But given that it's a rod runner, the way it's bolted, the fact that it was found locally, I do think it's either Pratt or Kalamazoo, and I'm leaning towards Pratt. And then this guy here, this is very similar to, it does not have any design on it. It looks like somebody stacked a bunch of newspapers on the top and then it came off. I have not cleaned it up. There is nothing on the bottom of it, no markings. And I do believe that this is Maynard Miller also. And the Maynard Miller sleighs, or cutters always had a stamp, but these guys do not have a stamp. But I still believe that that's Maynard Miller, and possibly this one too. You can see it's very similar. It does not have any ornate. It could have been repainted a couple of times. But the front of it is very similar, and as you can see, this was broken at the top. So that's it, everybody. Those are my clipper sleds. We're getting close to Christmas. We've got 5 more months, and thanks for watching, and happy sledding. Take care.